Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and today we're going to go through another box from my deck collection. So this is box number 23. That means we've done 23 of these videos, or we're about to, right? This is going to be the 23rd video. And when I put my decks in storage, I put them in these card collecting long boxes. You can get these from Amazon or your local comic book store. They're meant to hold like baseball cards, football cards, Pokemon cards, right? But I also find that they fit decks of cards pretty well. And so these are always blind boxes. I never know what's inside. And we will take a gander as to what these are. I'll smush them off to the side and we will get started. All right, so no sets. No sets, they're all single decks. I could literally just grab any one of these decks and get started. So let's do that. First one up is Bicycle Denim. It's gonna look exactly like a Rider 808, okay? But it's done in jeans denim look. So same back design that you all know and love, but a little bit more worn in, denim-y, right? And the faces, look at that, denim faces. So yeah, it just looks like the fabric, right? It looks like a denim done up deck. So court cards have a denim look to them. Reds are still red. And it's nice that they did a full bleed on the front and back, because then reverse cards still look good. Oh, that was a double backer you got in there. And let's see what else. What other fun stuff awaits us? Black cards are a light blue, right? And you still get two jokers, one colored, one non-colored. And you get a standard ace of spades, but it's done in gold, kind of matches the brass color that's on the rivets of your denim pants, right? So yeah. Some people, when they collect cards, they only collect Bicycle branded. So they'll collect custom, but it has to say Bicycle. I'm actually in a Facebook group. They only allow you to post pictures of decks that are Bicycle. So if you post pictures that aren't Bicycle, they can you. They delete you. Carrot. This is a Fontaine deck, of course, from Zach Mueller. I don't have very many Fontaines. I think I have like 3. I think I have red, blue, black, and this one. Oh, I think I have Pink Panther too. So I think that's it. I think that's all. How many Fontaine decks do you have? How many do you have? I remember I did it one time. I did it once where I like stayed up and refreshed the screen over and over again until I clicked, buy. And then they came and I was like, all right, so now I have Fontaines. And then after that, I was like, I'm not gonna fall into the hype. So carrot background, right? Carrot watermark. It's a nice color. Who doesn't like orange, right? With a nice thin white stripe. Fontaines are pretty standard quartz, right? But you got that orange outline coloring, which is nice. The reds are also orange. The carrots are a little different than the standard Fontaines that are just the color change. He's kind of gone away from the just changing the color backs. So this is not exactly black. I mean, it kind of is, but it's really like a really deep blue. It's so deep it looks black. So here's a carrot joker. Here's a carrot ad card. I've forgotten now what carrots are. Anwar Carrots is the brand. AnwarCarrots.com. I want to say it's like a street, like an urban label. Blank face, large diamond, large club, large hearts. So it's a nice deck, another joker, right? Nah, I think we're just looking for that ace of spades. Oh, just a plain old everyday ace of spades. So that is carrots. I know there are those that are like serious Fontaine collectors. They love the Fontaines. Fate Chip, blue and white striped. Doesn't say anything. It says Erlanger, Kentucky. That's all we know. Fate chip, that means it's bicycle, right? Erlanger, Kentucky means it's printed from bicycle. Has kind of a poker chip there in the center, blue and white stripes. So it's a nice ribbon spread back design. I'm guessing these are going to be fairly standard as well. Here's our Ace of Spades with the chip in the center of this pip. Double backer. Your two jokers also have the poker chip. Blacks are standard. Courts are blue border standard. Reds are standard. Not seeing anything. So I already saw the jokers. I already saw the Ace of Spades. So, yep. 100%. 100% standard except for the back design and a couple of key cards. Let's look at Magician Anonymous. Magician Anonymous. United States Playing Card Company. And right here it says produced by MA. Magicians Anonymous. Right. Printed from bicycle. Okay. And it's got a theater mask on the top and bottom. Back design, not a big fan of because it's just a giant field of black, and it's a flat black, right? It's a flat black, so the mask, the theater mask, doesn't stand out maybe as well as you'd like, and that white border is really thick. So when you spread it like this, it just looks like black and white, black and white, black and white. So jokers, I like. Headless man in suit, right? Like an agent. And then what else we got? Standard reds. Got a blank face card. Got a Magician's Anonymous Ace of Spades. Standard blacks. Courts are standard with blue frames. Why do I say blue frames? Because sometimes they're black frames. Double backer. And anything else fun, interesting, exciting? The answer to that question is no. Magician's Anonymous. Off to the side. What do we do next? Mirage. Mirage playing cards. These are the burgundies, right? Patrick Kuhn. There's a couple different releases of these. This is a Legends playing cards deck. It's also a marked deck. And that was the URL. So I'll just keep that URL hidden away from you so that you can't see it. I need to get some extra cards out. Here's the back design. Very elegant back design. Nice, thin, razor thin border. Let's look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is such a pretty back design. Thank you, Patrick Kuhn, for taking the time to design a well-designed deck and a marked card. Here's your Ace of Spades. It says Mirage right there underneath. You have custom faced courts made to look like standard traditionals, but recolored. There's a very famous magician, Billy Kidd. She's awesome. She needs to be on TV more. She is so great. King of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, King of Spades, Jack of Diamonds, more customs, two custom jokers. There we go. More custom cards. King of Clubs is not me. Queen of Clubs. Yes. And then standard blacks, standard reds. I don't see anything else. Did I already find? I found the Ace of Spades. Did I say that was Laura London? I'm sorry, my bad. Laura London. Hey, I can't forget. If I'm gonna recognize Billy Kidd as an awesome female magician, I gotta recognize Laura London as well. We need more women in magic. More women in magic. And those two are exceptional, exceptional, exceptional. Yep, that was everything. Just want to make sure I got all the cards. So I did. What do we got next on the old chopping block? Moirai. The Moirai deck. Determining the lot of mortals. And then the bottom says, designed and distributed by BCSW Design, Stuart West, and Bob Case. There we go. I thought I was going to sneeze. I didn't. So we're leaving that in. That's right. We leave in all the mistakes just to prove I am a human being who makes mistakes just like everybody else. Would have edited out that sneeze. Look at that complicated, detailed back design. There's a lot going on in there. And that razor thin, look at that razor thin edged border. That's beautiful. I love a thin border. I do. Thin borders just look so nice. So nice. Oh, geez. So regular face on one end, Scully face on the other. So normal looking lady, lady of death. Normal looking queen, dug up from the grave. King of diamonds, haunt your dreams. So very small pips, a lot of negative space, lots of white, right? Completely custom quartz and completely custom pips and indices. So a 100% custom deck. Big, huge aces, which is nice. And let's see, we got some other fun stuff for us. It's gonna be at the top. I just know it. What did I say? Moirai? That's not a T. That's not a T. It's Moirai. Moirai. Looks like this. It says backers, so obviously it was a Kickstarter. And then we've got kind of like a diptych set of jokers here. Nona and Decima. And then Ace of Spades. And a third one, Marata, who's also dual-ended. I'm sure there was a cool story behind this deck, and I'm sure I told you that story in my deck review. So if you want to learn more about that, go find the deck review, and you will learn all the information. M-O-I-R-A-I. M-O-I-R-A-I. Right? Moirai. I assume. Let's look at this. So Hanson Chen and the Cardistry Hipster. These are it's like Arctic, I don't remember what it's called. Frostbite playing cards. I was close. Arctic, Frostbite. I was close. That's pretty good for pulling this deck back out. These are not bicycle. I can tell right away. And that does not look like a... is that a matching back? Let's look. Maybe it is. It didn't look like it. Shift 1. Oh, yeah, it's the same. All right, it's the same. Completely custom, right? Completely custom everything. This is one of those Art Deco fancy schmancy cardistry decks, because look at these quartz. Everything is iced. There's your diamonds, clubs. There's a queen. Here's spades. They're all the same color. So it's really, I don't necessarily I don't think it's good for gameplay because you can't tell one thing from the next. So it's good for cardistry, but not for Magic, not for gameplay. I think your spectators expect to see red cards on black cards and, clear distinctions. This is some sort of ad card. It says it's from 2017. Another ad card that just says create. How ironic when this card isn't very creative. And was that bitterness? Sarcasm? I don't know. It was just irony. Just irony, that's all. I assume maybe those two were jokers. This, because it's not a bicycle deck, they probably don't have the extra 2 cards. So those probably extra cards that I said were ad cards, those are really the jokers. Because when you don't get your cards printed from bicycle, you get less cards. Let's do a Virtuoso. The Verts, right? The Verts. This is the spring summer from 2016. Theverts.com. They used to have a YouTube channel, right? Didn't they? They used to have a YouTube channel back in the day. Designed for cardistry. So what am I going to tell you? It's a cardistry deck. Full bleed. Shaped patterns. Yellows and grays. Look at that. With the yellow on top. I want to put the deck kind of like as a little band like that. You can really see the edging, right? Very pretty. And I'm sure with that center right there, doing a pirouette would look really cool. There's a couple of ad cards there. Let's throw that to the bottom. So cigar band there as well, across, right? And there's your ace of spades. It says the Verts. Custom court cards. There's a king. There's your clubs. There's a spades. Diamonds. Red cards are yellow. And the hearts. Looks like that. There's another couple court cards. Completely original, right? And I guess these are all just jokers. So they're ad cards, but I guess they serve as the jokers. Because I guess with cardistry decks, they don't need jokers. I disagree. I think all decks should have jokers. But that's just me. I've never designed my own deck, so I don't really have an opinion. Well, I have an opinion, I just don't have a say. Pitman World. I'm actually doing a magic trick custom deck that has very similar graphics. It's called PLM. They call theirs Pretty Little Men. Pretty Little Men. It's from Magic Dream Paris, but it uses the same style character, the Pitman. These were elephant playing cards, and as you can see, this was a prototype deck. So I always feel weird giving prototype decks away because they're not the actual finished product. So I have a couple. So this is not bicycle, it's clumpy. It wasn't meant to be a deck that would be collected because it's just a prototype. They send these to influencers, you know, to get the word out about their deck. So this was the deck that, like you can lay all the cards out and it makes like a picture, right? So you put all these together and it makes this giant like picture. So it'd be better if this was like an uncut sheet, right? Because you'd see how all these things came together. So it becomes one of those decks where the background makes sense when it's all locked together, but then each individual card also has like the pips worked into the artwork. So it becomes, you know, a picturesque deck, but then it's also very unique. And it's the little figures, right? It's the little Pitmen all doing their work. So I think it's creative, it's fun. And I like the fact that, you know, they still made a cutout for the corners so that you could at least tell what the deck, what the card is, right? You don't have to look at the faces, you can just tell in the corners. So if you wanted to play cards, you could just fan the cards, you know, from the corners and you'd still know what your hand was. So it still functions as a deck, but it's also fun. It'd be a fun puzzle together, put together too. I mean, that is a cool idea to make a puzzle. Like if you wanted to make a deck of cards, but also make a puzzle, you could make a deck like this, and then the back is just one giant photograph, right? And so you could play it as a puzzle with your kids, and you could flip it over, and then you could play cards with the adults. That'd be a cool idea. How come nobody's done that? I just had $1 million idea, so it's free to you. You can go out and make your own $1 million of that. Well, wonderful idea. Orbit playing cards. Orbitbrown.com. I believe Daniel Schneider is his artist. So this is his 3rd edition, purple. It says 23 up there at the top. Each back design is a little different. This says the deeper you gaze into the cosmos, the harder it is to look back. Especially if you're looking into a black hole. Persist and endure. You know, there's some people that are some scientists that say the universe is not even real. They say the universe isn't real. It doesn't look as big. It's not as big as you think it is because there's so many black holes. They think the reflection of the light of other stars is bouncing off of those black holes, and it makes it look like the universe is actually bigger than it really is. Meh. Sounds like a fun hypothesis. I would rather believe the universe is massive. I believe it's massive and it should be explored. One day it will be in the Starship Enterprise. I mean, I love the Star Wars universe, I do. But man, if you were to live in a universe, I think Star Trek would be awesome, because then you could be in Starfleet and be on a spaceship and have a tricorder. That was a strange tangent. Classic quartz, big, huge ace pips. Nice, big, fat, chunky pips. I like that. So really good, I think, for gameplay. They stand out really well. So, and I believe these are also marked. Orbits are marked, right? Pretty sure. Or I know some are. I'm pretty sure they're marked. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I make mistakes. This one, the quartz aren't what I expected. I remember Daniel Schneider didn't he do like the, I'm looking for the jokers. Didn't he do the jokers? So there's the ace. And then the two jokers. It's an astronaut. That was weird. It's an astronaut on a bicycle. Kind of like a throwback or a tribute to the standard bicycle joker, right? You guys can correct me down below and say, no, orbits aren't marked. No, Daniel Schneider didn't do the art for it. Pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he did. I'm gonna look like a dope if he didn't, right? What do we got left? Bicycle Black Scorpion. Black Scorpion. Bicycle decks. These are Magic Makers Inc. Magic Makers Inc. I don't believe there's too much that's special with this. I think it came with a like a card trick. Yep, there it is. So they give you a little card trick that you can do with the Scorpion, right? You do a little card reveal. So you do that with a like an Erdnase, probably color change. And it's almost in order. So let's find that Ace of Spades. Is it on top? It is. So your Ace of Spades is just a Scorpion. It's not even a spade pip. And your blacks are yellow with black back designs. And then your court cards are like a reflection, like a negative image, but it's yellow instead of black and white. And then your red cards are white with black backs, black shadow backs. Anything else interesting? And then there's a 9. Does it have 9 diamonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, because it's a 6. 6 of diamonds. Get it? Or a 9 of clubs. So you get 2 reveals out of that. And the back design is just a standard bicycle back, but done in yellow. So no standard bicycle jokers, because you got these 2 aces. It's all part of the trick, right? So I guess the other ace goes with that trick. Did I lose it? Yeah, the other ace goes with the trick. So he's got nothing in his claws, then he's got a card, and then he's got an ace of diamonds. So yeah. And I think you can get this deck off of Amazon. I think that's where I got mine. Magic Makers Inc. There's a lot of Magic Makers stuff on Amazon. What do we got? Let's do Sinners. This is Rorison, Alan Rorison's Sinners deck. Enigma LTD. Lloyd Barnes and Alan Rorison, by the way. Lloyd Barnes and I believe this is also marked. Every Saint needs a Sinner. 6 of diamonds reveal on the inside. Actually, I think this deck's got a bunch of bells and whistles. So, original Sinner. Here's your back design. All-seeing eye in a triangle. And then you got a double backer that has a different deck on the back. Another Joker. So, is that an apple bite? Oh, they both have an apple bite. Yep. And then a nice big Sinner's Ace of Spades. Enigma ad card. Reds are standard. Courts are standard. Clubs are standard. Spades. Custom King of Diamonds with a mustache. Custom King of Spades. Those are probably your 2 creators. Oh no, there's more. King of Clubs is custom. King of Hearts is custom. It's just the kings. Just the kings. I guess they're the Sinners. Probably, would think. Yep. Borderless, but hint of border, right? The way it's patterned gives you a little hint of a border. Put that one away. I will bring out shifters. So, story behind this, I went to my magic store in Sacramento, California, and I was asking the proprietor there, Steve, who is no longer the proprietor. That magic store is gone forever, and now he's retired and building a shed in his backyard. Yeah, it was a weird tangent too. I asked him once, like, what his favorite deck of cards was, and he said, "Oh, I love shifters." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." And so I found it, right? So Theron Magic, Theron Magic. It's still United States Playing Card Company, right? Still Bicycle. He swore up and down that the stock was awesome on it, but I mean, it's just a Bicycle deck. It might break in really well. Standard border, and this is what's it called? Anagram. It's the same upside down as it is right side up. You can tell me below. Tell me down below. What did I get? Did I get it? I got it wrong, right? It's not an ambigram. What is it? It's something. It says shifters, and then there's the S for shifters. Your ace of spades, which is nice and pretty, and your two jokers, kind of doing a ribbon dance. And I think it's a standard deck. Standard. Courts are blue bordered, blacks are black, reds are red. Everything is how it should. It's a nice deck. I mean, it is. It's a good deck. Got nothing wrong with it. It's a good standard deck, good workhorse deck. Another deck that people say they love as far as handling, Fernie. This is Lee Asher's signature, by the way. If you don't know who Lee Asher is, you should, because the man not only is an incredible card magician, but he also knows his playing cards. These are the 605s. They are made in Spain. Okay, here's your back design. Some people, look at that big fat tongue. Some people love Ferniers. Like, that's the only deck they'll use. To me, they feel like Arcos. You know, the plastic Arcos? That's what they feel like to me. But some people love them, love the stock. Because you can't find, I don't know. The really slick plastic feel, I mean, to me, it clumps up. Like, especially up here at the top where my fan ran out of steam. It got a little clumpy. But I also haven't broken this deck in. And some people say that it works so much better when it gets broken in. So there's a little ad card. Here's a joker. We've got some vintagey classic court cards with pink faces. But otherwise, your suits look pretty standard. Another joker. Try to find that ace of spades. Yeah, they're really super slick. There's no cushion on them at all. These are just gliding by like they're plastic. Fernier ace of spades. Get that light out of the way. Does it say they're plastic? It just says Lee Asher made in Spain. So, and if you look up Ferniers, I believe you'll find more than one style. So these are the 605s. So there are other styles out there. What do we got left? 5 or 6 decks left? Gee whiz. Bomb Magic, Taiwan, Concept Design, Elvin Herp and Ida Huang. These are the Vigor. Almost looks like a snowflake, doesn't it? But I believe it's another cardistry deck. Shuffle with Vigor on the inside. AE there. Got the little colors in the corners, so it makes your spreads have a little bit of an impact, and it changes when you do that. So that looks neat. Let's turn them around this way. Big fat ace of clubs, big fat ace of spades, ace of diamonds, ace of hearts, 2 jokers, red and blue. Custom cards, custom clubs, custom spades, even custom layout there. Diamonds, hearts. That 6 is going in the circle. But yeah, custom. And let's go to the back side. And you got custom courts. So kind of a boxy Minecraft looking, right? Isn't that what you thought? Minecraft? That's what I thought. Minecraft, no faces. Right? Here's a creeper. I'm just kidding. It's not a Minecraft deck. I was just joking. Is there a Minecraft deck? I haven't reviewed a Minecraft deck ever. I'm sure there's gotta be. When the Minecraft craze was crazy. My kids still like Minecraft. They still play it. Still. So they still like that. They got into Fortnite and they were playing that for a while, but they're still back on Minecraft. Minecraft has not gotten old. Let's do another, I think this is another Bomb Magic, by the way. Bomb Magic. It's bombmagic.tw. Bombmagic.tw. Bomber playing cards. Magic finish made in Taiwan. Look at that. Craziness. Bomber playing cards. Tuck Flap says Ace of Spades. Meh. A lot of blue. A lot of blue. And 2 bombs with 2 faces and a thin border. Made in Taiwan. That's pretty good. That's nice for Taiwan. Custom indice in the corner. Look how thin that font is. It's pencil thin, right? I kind of like a bold pip and indice in the corner. Darker red. It's kind of a blood color. When I picked this box up, this box 23, when I picked it up, I was like, I didn't want to open it, but I was half worried that I'd already done it before. I was like, oh, I'm going to open this on camera, and then I'm going to get through the decks and realize that I've done this one already. But I'm glad I have not. Kind of a falling apart digitally look, and then you got a reveal on the Joker screen, but it's just their company logo. That's not that cool. Blank face, double backer, but one side's blank. And then your quartz are kind of, well, they're like that. Borderless, and darker colors, right? Dark colors. 4 left. Does that track? How many did I say were left the last time? 5 or 6? There's definitely 4 left now. So I can see them. And they're all good. They're all good. We're ending strong. Mechanics Industries, they make Magic decks. This says fixing games since 2012. This side says mechanic-industries.com. This is the Shiner deck. And their decks, look at that, silver on the inside, usually have like a flipbook attribute. So when you go through them, the wheels in the back spin, like if you do it this way. On this one, there's like a chain that goes around it, and as you flip through the cards, you can see that chain like turn around the deck. I don't know if I can do it. Oh man, it's too hard. I don't know how to do this on camera so that I can show it to you. Nope. I'm left-handed. This is one of the crumminess of being a left-handed person. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Trust me. It's got a flip book action to it. So it says Mechanic Industries, silver and black. It's crummy that I can't show you what that looks like. I'm sure I could. My brain power right now isn't telling my body how to do it. Standard silver foil and red on the court cards. That's pretty. I like the combination of a couple decks that have that same combo. I like that combo a lot. If you're gonna do a foil, I always like silver over gold. And against the burgundy, I think it's a nice pairing. Mechanic Industries Ace of Spades. And then they usually do something fun with the jokers. Yeah, so it's like, you can do it as I think this is a coin. They make this as a coin. So you can show this and then pull the coin off, and then it comes off of the joker. So I've I've received a few of their decks, but I've never got their coin. There's your ad card. And that's it. How many decks are left now? Do you remember? Are you counting with me? It's 3. 3 decks left. let's do Cardify. Cardify, they're still around. They're still around. This is from the International Cardistry Open from 2016. And it says, it's produced by Cardify, designed by Brendan Hong. Expert playing cards. These are from Taiwan. Yep, Taiwan deck. Cardify. They're still on the Instagram, still got a blog. Nice big fat tongue flap. This was a fun deck too. They made a cardistry deck, but I think still made it fun for the rest of us. So beautiful colors, right? Beautiful colors. Reds are orange, and then the blacks are like a deep purple. And the pips are nice and big, exploded. I like that. And then the quartz are recolored in the same color, so purple and orange. And then they have like a vintagey look. It has the Cardistry Open Jokers, and then your Ace of Spades. And are there any extra cards? There might be. Did I show them to you already? I don't even remember. No, because it's not a bicycle deck. That's why. That's why, kids. There's no extra cards when it's not a bicycle deck. And let's do chicken nuggets. These are false, phony, fake Jerry's. They're called chicken nuggets. They even have the offset decal and the huge tongue flap, just like Jerry's do. So they're made to look like Jerry's, made to feel like Jerry's, but they say chicken nuggets on them instead. And all the quartz are heavy, overweight people eating chicken nuggets. These were designed by Lemon and Eyes Kiki. There's a ad card and a Ace of Spades and a double backer that has chicken nuggets floating on top of the logo. Standard pips and indices. Blacks and reds are the same. And then all your quartz are stuffing themselves on various junk foods, popcorns, treats, ice creams. Yep. And then get two Jerry's looking jokers, but they say chicken nuggets on them. I've done a couple reviews for the chicken nuggets decks, so you can go check those out. And then the last one is one of my Expert at the Card Table decks. So I collect Expert at the Card Table decks. I've got lots of these. There's even a whole playlist on my channel devoted to the Expert at the Card Table, both the book and the decks. And of course, I just recently reviewed the movie. Did you guys see the movie? Did you guys see it after I recommended it to you? Did you see it? Tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought of the movie below. These were 2010. Okay. And is there any other markings on here? It's a B deck. Not much else. So, made to look like a vintage B, but it has a border, and it's done in the Erdnase green. So, very, very beautiful. You can almost picture S.W. Erdnase using it himself. And there's the preface from the book on one of the extra cards, and then you've got the two jokers that have the iconic acorn logo. And then you have somewhat standard looking spades, standard quartz, standard diamonds, standard clubs, standard hearts, and there's your SWE Ace of Spades. Any markings on there? Nope, just 1902s. Copyright S.W. Erdnase. That is that, my good friends. That is it for this deck collection. Tell me what you loved. Tell me what you hated. Any of these decks you own yourself. Any of these decks are on your most wanted list. Tell me down below. That was a weird stack. Tell me down below what you guys thought, and I will see you next week. Bye.